Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Tsukihime Piece of Blue Glass Moon. I'm gonna be doing the 3 dead ends that have stacked up. The first one here is, instead of listening to Akiha and staying in bed, we are going to... Well, if I remember correctly, we still tell her we'll stay, but we actually end up sneaking out. We'll go see Arkwid. I'm glad that Akiha's worried about me, but I can't break my promise with Arkwid. That'll cost you, buddy. I lower my torso back down on the bed.
本当ですか? 後になって部屋を抜け出したりするのも なしですよ。
Yeah, totally won't do that, Surely. Definitely won't.
アキハたちの目を盗んで外に出られると思うか。
言われてみればそうですね。
Akiha lowers her shoulders, obviously relieved.
翡翠、琥珀に兄さんが目を覚ましたことを伝えに行って。兄さん、夕食はどうしますか？
いや、食事はちょっと。琥珀さんには悪いけど食べられそうにない。
Yeah.
今夜はこのまま眠らせてもらうよ。
His speech, I feel like, is a little bit more rushed. Like it's a little like vocal tell that he's lying. Cause he's more like straight to the point, it feels like, rather than like giving explanation.
ああ、でも飲み物くらいなら通るから、野菜ジュースとかあったら助かる。
That's different. He didn't even drink anything in... I think he didn't drink anything in the story advancing choice.
そう琥珀に伝えてきて。
I think.
かしこまりました。野菜ジュース、人参、トマト、白菜、キャベツ、赤ピーマン、梅などのミックスをし。
You don't have to go. Okay, sure. Like what? Huh? I'm not familiar with that recipe. Maybe it's a Kohaku special? Maybe. I don't know. That seems a bit weird to me too. When I think vegetable juice, I usually just think, you know, carrot, tomato, and like maybe plum, but yeah, really just carrot, tomato. Okay.
では私も退出します。
Interesting.
何かありましたら遠慮なく呼んでください。何時だろうとすぐに駆けつけますから。
I appreciate that, Akiha. Akiha exits the room, turning off the lights as she goes.
すまない、アキハ。
Yeah, we're a filthy liar. I whisper as I rouse myself from bed. Maybe wait a few more minutes. Oh, yeah. The light is off, but my vision flickers between black and white. Simply standing up is enough to sap my consciousness away. This is far from my usual anemia. Even so, I have to get to the park. It's her we're talking about. Who knows how many hours she'll waste waiting if I don't? That's a good question. Probably a lot. My unsteady steps carry me to my desk. I take my knife from the drawer and put on my jacket. Yeah. Yeah. You probably not, but you're gonna try anyway. I need to rest until I can at least run, unless I want to be caught by Hisui and sent back to my room. I'm going to be even later than yesterday, and Arkwid will give me another earful. Though maybe that won't be so bad. raise my chair up a little bit. I plop myself onto the floor. 1 hour. If I rest for just 1 hour, I should at least be able to walk. Yeah, maybe. Whether you can do anything else is questionable. I arrive at the park just before midnight. I'm strong enough to shuffle along, but my snail's pace added an extra hour to the trip. Yeah. We really shouldn't be doing this, Shiki. Shoulders heaving, I do a quick sweep of the area. At the rest area where we usually meet, I spot her. A white silhouette standing starkly against the shadowed park.
やっぱり待ってた。
Yeah. Arkwood seems to have noticed me. But, she walks straight to me, her boots tapping against the ground.
今夜も壮大な意地悪。恐れ入るわ。
Well, it's not our fault.
来てくれたからいいけど、2時間もオーバーした理由をたっぷり。
Oh, you notice something wrong, Arkwood? Arkwood cuts herself short the second she sees my face.
ちょっと、どうしたの、シキ？
Yeah, we kinda passed out and our bodies in absurd amounts of pain.
顔は真っ青だし、正気も全然感じられないし。もしかして、先に死者探しをしてきちゃった？
Not quite.
どんな冒険野郎だよ、俺は。
Mm.
そんなんじゃなくて、ちょっと貧血気味なんだ。時々こういう風になるから、そう驚かなくていい。
Shiki, we both know there's more to it than just a little anemic.
それより、ごめんな。2時間も待たせちまって。できるだけ早く来たつもりなんだけど。
私は別に気にしてないけど。
She's not so cruel as to, hold it over you when you're clearly not well.
さっきまでずっとなんで遅れてるんだろうって考えていたけど。本当わかんない。そんな体で出てくるなんて変だよ、シキ。
Well, it was either we come to you or you quite literally come to us. So I mean,
だって約束だろ。アルクエイドの手伝いをするって言ったんだから、これぐらいじゃサボれない。それにほら、昨日のこともあるし、お前を一人にしていたら、それこそどんな事件が追加されるか。
Yeah, no, that could be bad if she gets attacked by like multiple of those things by herself. You're right.
それは嬉しいけど、後半のは余計だけど。やっぱりおかしい。こんなのいくらなんでもひどすぎる。
What? The whole not feeling his life force thing? Yeah, I guess that would be,
何が？
そういう全然自分の体を分かってないところ。人間の命は不安定なものだけど、四季はその揺れ幅が大きすぎる。当の四季は普段からとても死に近いところに立っている。
Yeah, we know.
それが直視の魔眼の反動か、今日までの運命の対象かは分からないけど、波のように生と死の境界を行き来している。
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a fun existence, to be honest.
だから、あなたの貧血とやらは前も大丈夫だったから今回も大丈夫なんていうものじゃない。いい意識。あなたは外的要因の死には抵抗がある。きっと一度そういった要因の臨死を体験したからでしょうね。
You okay?
けどその反面、内的要因の死には抵抗力がまるでない。
Uh-huh.
頻繁に貧血で倒れるのは体が行っている防護策なのよ、きっと。
Like, go on,
人間は
explain.
内側の異常には気づけないけど、あなたの体はそれを本能的に感知している。これ以上は取り返しがつかなくなるという時、強制的にあなたを休ませようというふうに。
Okay. Makes sense? Question mark?
今の貧血だって本来なら死んでいてもおかしくない男性のはず。覚醒できたのはたまたま運が良かったからと思いなさい。
Yeah, not waking up wouldn't be fun. That's... Well, it wouldn't be anything really, because you'd be dead, but you know. You know what I mean. I wouldn't quite say the scales have fallen from my eyes, but her explanation tracks. I nod along. Now, I've always thought of my anemia as my body doing the equivalent of a forced shutdown on a computer. But I guess you can look at it the opposite way, too. As Arkwood would have it, my anemia isn't a symptom of my weak constitution. It's more like a breaker tripping before my circuits get completely fried. Yeah.
なんか大げさな物言いだけど。
Wait, you just nodded, like, yeah, that tracks, and now you're saying it's an exaggeration. Is he trying to get himself killed? Like, bro. Like, I know I chose this choice to get him killed. I understand that, but, like, this... I don't know, man. Let me get this straight.
つまり、貧血になってる時は、指先一つでコロッと生きやすいってこと？
Yeah. Kinda something like that, yeah. I think back to every miserable morning these past 7 years.
もう私は本気で忠告してるの。でも来てくれてありがとう。
Yeah, you're welcome.
今夜はもう帰ってゆっくり体を休めなさい。
Okay. I mean, we can do. Without warning, she draws in close. She must really be worried to approach me so vulnerably. Arkwood's chest presses against mine before I can pull back. Thump. A dizziness wholly unlike the kind I'm used to pervades my mind. I've tried to ignore it, but right now I'm all too aware of the softness of her chest, of her porcelain skin, of her hair, golden and smoother than silk. Her captivating charms assault my senses.
ごめん、アルクエイド。ちょっと離れてくれ。
Uh-huh.
何よ、私の言葉は信用できないっていうの？吸血鬼だから？
He's gonna say some dumb shit, isn't he?
何今さらそんなこと言ってるんだ。アルクエイドのことを信じないわけがないだろ。
Yeah, it's not about trust. It's about you're stimulating blood flow. Let's put it that way.
嘘。じゃあなんで視線をそらしているの？
Does he have to spell it out for you? Really?
だからあくまで俺の個人的な理由でちょっと離れてほしい。そう近くに来られると俺も男だから困る。
That got her to back off quick. Phew. For the time being, I've escaped one of the sources of my dizziness. 2 was absolute torture.
とにかくアルクエイドに心配してもらうほどじゃない。だいたい昨日の夜みたいに襲われたら今度こそ殺されるかもしれないんだから、こっちも休んではいられないんだよ。
I think that's the exact reason why you should go home and take a break.
待って、どういうこと？
Yeah, about that.
だから屋敷に帰るときにって、そうか。まずこれを報
Yeah,
告
she
しない
wasn't
と。
there, buddy.
アルクエイド、俺昨日の夜に死者に襲われた。俺が一人で屋敷に戻るところ待ち構えていたんだと思う。
Arkwood's expression grows stern.
信じられない。どうしてそんな大事なことを忘れていられるのよ、あなたは。
Well, we had some other stuff going on, okay?
面目ない。でもほら、死ななきゃ安いというか。
Barely.
バカ、そんなだから心配してるの、私は。
Yeah. At this point, I can't help it. Each and every day, there's some new stranger thing going on. That's
まあ
fair.
いいわ。それより詳しい話を聞かせて。
That's fair. I feel like I'd have a hard time keeping up with all the bullshit that's happening too. So I can't really blame him. Arkwood stares at me, her fierce gaze demanding an explanation. I calm myself down and try to explain the attack in as much detail as possible. Though I leave out the part about my shrouded assailant being able to see my lines of death. I don't have any conclusive proof, so it could have just been my imagination. No, I don't think so. I'm guessing this is gonna be a long dead end then.
というわけなんだけど。
Hopefully the other two are pretty short. I don't want this to be super long. After catching her up, I peek at Arkwood to gauge her reaction. From start to finish, her eyes remained focused, her brow knit in consternation.
どうなんだ、アルクエイド。真っ黒い死者とシスター服の女はお前の敵なのか？
Okay, so we're basically gonna have the same talk here, I assume, as we do the next night, if we don't, come here early to die, I guess.
そうね。両方とも私の敵よ。その死者は何者だか知らないけど、修道服を着た女のことなら見当はつく。シキを助けたやつは私と顔見知りかもしれない。確かにあの女なら私より先に敵を見つけ出せるわ。
Arkwood bites her lip in frustration. Her irritation is verging on rage.
アルクエイド、俺を助けてくれたシスターはお前が前に言っていた。
Yeah.
ええ、教会の異端狩りよ。シキを助けたやつはそこで一番厄介な部署の代行者。けどおかしいな。埋葬機関がこんなに早く代行者を送ってくるはずはないんだけど。
Yeah, they were already here, it would seem.
そんなことより、シキはどうして戦ったりしたの？
They attacked us first?
私に協力してくれるって言ったけど、一人で戦うとは言わなかったわ。
I mean, again, the thing was waiting for us, so we didn't really have a choice. And then the nun attacked us. Like, what? Do you want us to just die? Like, what? Arkwood turns her glare towards me. Wow, she's actually worried for me.
ああ、もう、すっごく損した気分。
What do you mean?
私に内緒でそんな楽しそうなことするなんて。
You call it almost dying fun. Okay. Well, I get, well, yeah. No, I
活
guess it
躍のチ
makes
ャンス
sense.
逃しちゃったじゃない。
Right. Or maybe not.
聞いていいか？さっきまでの深刻な空気はどこに？
No, it just got obliterated by Arkwood's lack of common sense.
本気で怒ってるの？せっかくシキと一緒に戦えると思ったのに。
Well, I mean, what do you want from us? It may not be appropriate right now, but it makes me happy that she feels that way.
あのな、一人でやり合うことになったのは成り行きだよ、成り行き。
Yeah, again, what was he supposed to do?
俺はお前抜きで吸血鬼と戦う気はないんだから。
ふん。成り行きってどんな？
We didn't have a choice.
世間一般で言うところの正義感なのかもしれない。今は少し後悔してる。
What do you mean, right? Again, the zombie was outside your house, and then you were attacked by the nun lady. Like, what do you... Okay.
正義感
She tilts her head like I've just spouted gibberish. Ultimately, it probably is. Yesterday made me realize there's no greater, higher calling to it all. When it happened, when I saw that silhouette in front of me, all I felt was fear. As I realized how abnormal my opponent was, I was shaken to my core. I then took out my knife, and we began our duel to the death. My morality tells me that people shouldn't kill each other. My self-preservation instinct, the desire not to die, isn't helping either. After all, someone else's death isn't inherently relevant to my own. In this life or death situation, cold logic serves me best. If I kill him, I'll survive. If I don't, I'm dead. It's a conclusion to end all conclusions. Motivation and certainty are all that drive me now. That was a weird flash.
なんでもない。
Mm-hmm.
ほら、一段落ついたところで始めようぜ。
Again, we probably... okay.
せっかく来たんだから、街を徘徊してる死者の一人でも見つけ出さないともったいない。
あのね、本気で怒るわよ、シキ。それとこれは話が別。
Yeah, you're in no shape to do anything right now.
ちゃんと休んでって言ったでしょ。死者の食堂もあらかた片付けたところだし、今夜は様子を見て明日に備えましょう。
Arkwood's grim expression leaves no room for rebuttal. When she says it that firmly, I've got no choice but to agree with her. It's not like I'd be able to search for vampires alone in the first place.
わかった。アルクエイドがそこまで言うんなら、今夜はおとなしく休む。
素直でよろしい。
You know, you should probably escort us.
シキは夕べ襲われただけじゃなくて、そんなに体が弱っているんだもの。今晩はぐっすり眠って、明日までにはいつもの式に戻ってもらわないと私が困るわ。
Alright, we'll try.
ああ、そうか。協力者が足手まといになってたら話にならない。
Yeah, that's what it was.
明日までには体力を回復させておく。
そういう意味じゃないんだけどな。
Yeah, she just doesn't want you to get yourself killed, but... Arkwood seems dissatisfied. I don't know if I'll ever understand how she thinks.
じゃあ、屋敷に戻るよ。また明日な、アルクエイド。
Yeah. I wave as I turn to leave.
ねえ、シキ。
なんだよ。まだ何かあるのか。
どうしてもって言うならなんだけど。
Oh?
私、送っていこうか？
Oh? Okay, I know he's not gonna take the offer, because this is a dead-end choice, but he really should. Arkwood averts her gaze, her voice unsure. It seems that after what happened last night, she's concerned for me in her own way. Knowing that, the offer really doesn't sound too bad. And yet...
いや、やめとく。屋敷の周りでお前といるところを誰かに見られたら、それこそ明日の朝が怖い。
Honestly, it would be cool if there was a choice here that would have let us walk home with her. And then that choice, whether we walk with her or not, leads to the dead end. That would have been cool. I understand why they didn't, because that wasn't a thing in the original. Like the initial choice, now that I'm remembering, was a thing. But yeah, there wasn't one here in the original, so you know, why would they put one here? But it would have been interesting to have a scene where she does walk us home. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
大丈夫。もう一人で歩けるし。こんなのお前が心配する筋合いでもないしな。
Sure, buddy. For the slightest moment, Arkwood casts her eyes downward before looking up again.
それじゃ、また明日ね。
Man! The vampire in white waves goodbye before vanishing into the night. Yeah, no, like I said, I think that would be a cool addition, but unfortunately. Pardon? I guess this is a long one if we're going into tomorrow. Waning moon. Huh. Interesting. I thought maybe we'd be attacked on the way home. Malfunction. Load threshold exceeded. A broken vessel cannot be mended. Broken tableware serves no use. It's unsightly, so it's better hidden at the back of the shelf. Okay. I dreamed of the moon. I don't remember where I was or why I was looking at it. Maybe I didn't want to look at anything else, and when I glanced up at the night sky, the moon was the only thing there. My spine creaks. A midwinter chill courses through my veins. Alone in the darkness, dizziness takes over me. Above me sits the moon, dizzying, blinding, enchanting. How strange. Instead of suffocating me, this cruel cold feels oddly comforting in its familiarity.
シキ様。
Oh, we're okay. Isui's voice filters through the early morning light.
シキ様。お目覚めの時間です。
Ooh, put the glasses on, put the glasses on. We don't want to see Hisui's lines. Put them on. Her monotonous voice brings me back to my senses. Terrible things flood into my vision the moment I open my eyes. It feels like a bullet blasting through my brain. I've only just woken up and I already feel like I might pass out. Yeah, we pushed our body too far. I fumble for my glasses, rushing to put them on before my vertigo gets any worse.
シキ様。ご気分が優れないのですか？
Does she know we snuck out for a little bit?
いや、昨日の疲れがまだ残ってるだけ。すぐに良くなるから、心配は無用だよ。
Uh-huh. Right, no need to worry, uh-huh. Giving my head a light shake, I banish those awful lines from my memory. This is the price I have to pay for keeping my word to Arkwood. But damn if my senses aren't feeling dull today.
おはよう、翡翠。今朝も起こしに来てくれてありがとう。
pushing myself to sit up straight. I smile as naturally as I can.
いえ、これが私の仕事ですから。シキ様に感謝されるほどのことではありません。
Well, let him do what he feels is right, okay?
そうかな。俺はすごくありがたいけど。目覚まし時計の音なんかより何倍もあったかい感じがする。
Yeah, I suppose she is. Okay, being praised over an alarm clock is making you blush. I mean, I guess it's maybe the pleasant bit, but okay. And it's all thanks to her that I could wake up again today. I get out of bed. It's a little before 7. I'm up about 10 minutes earlier than usual.
朝食だろ。すぐに行くから先に行ってていいよ。
はい。それでは食堂でお待ちしております。
Alright, this might have to be its own separate thing. Because it seems like this is gonna go for at least an hour. So, the other two will have to be... Here. Hisui gives me her usual small bow and quietly leaves the room. Or not?
シキ様。
Yeah?
ん？他に何か伝言とか？
いえ、何でもありません。
Oh, she knows we snuck out. 100%.
どうか今日一日、健やかにお過ごしください。
Yeah, no, this is definitely a her she knows. she knows. With that, Hisui leaves the room. Now then, my body might not be in top shape, but it's not like I feel bad enough to call in sick. I'm sure I'll feel fine after I have some of Kohaku's homemade breakfast. Uh-huh. Sure you will. When I get to the parlor, I find Akiha seated on the sofa and Hisui standing by the wall.
おはようございます、兄さん。
Hey, yeah, good morning.
昨夜はゆっくり休まれましたか？
Not as well as we could have.
ああ。おはよう、アキハ。
There's a certain bounce to her voice, betraying an out-of-character cheerfulness. Yeah, she's happy that you, at least to her knowledge, listened to her for once, so... A good mood is indicative of good mental health, so I'm happy to see it. But something's weird here.
どうしたんだよ。制服に着替えなくていいのか？
Yeah.
ええ。本日は自主休校とさせていただきました。
What?
屋敷の方でやることができましたの。
Let me guess, your useless brother?
兄さんはいつも通り学校ですか？どうぞ気ままな学生気分を堪能してきてください。
Okay, sure. Well, we'll do that then. I could see she's in a good mood, but she also seems strangely excited. Yeah, I don't trust it.
それにしても今朝は顔色がいいんですね。
Yeah, we're not in tip-top shape, but better, I guess.
昨夜ゆっくり休んでくれたからですか？
Yeah, something like that.
まあな。今朝は起きるのも早かったし。
それならもう心配する必要はないですね。
Okay, why are you so happy? Don't get me wrong. It's nice when, characters are happy, but this is freaking me out.
兄さんが言うことを聞いてくれる人でよかった。
Yeah, that totally did, Ouch. Right in the guilt. Keeping my word to Arkwid came at the cost of betraying Akiha. The fact that I came back without exhausting myself doesn't change the fact that I lied to her. I'd better make a quick retreat before I do anything to give away how tired I am. Yeah.
その食堂で朝食をもらってくる。食べたら学校に行くから、俺のことは気にしなくていいぞ。
わかりました。でも、まだ何かあるようでしたら、遠慮なく立ち寄ってください。
Well, we'll definitely consult you if something happens. Totally won't leave you in the dark about everything. Nope, definitely not.
あと少しだけ、ここで待っていますから。
Okay. Cool. That's good. Breakfast ought to put some energy back into my tired limbs. Right. Hiding my less than ideal condition from Akiha, I head for the dining room. What's that look, Akiha? What's up? Oh. She definitely noticed that we weren't in perfect shape. I don't know if I'm positive Hisui knows we were out last night. Akiha, I'm going to say probably not, but she definitely could tell we weren't 100%. As soon as I finish breakfast, I leave for school. It was overly optimistic to think that breakfast would make me feel better, especially since I've never been able to eat much in the morning to begin with. My appetite was gone from the start. As a result, it took me more than 30 minutes to finish eating, a long time for a growing student.
今朝は適切なお食事を用意せず、申し訳ありませんでした。
It has nothing to do with the palate, Kohaku.
明日こそは必ず、四季さんの目に星が散るような朝食をご用意しますから。
Kohaku clutches her hands in front of her chest in a show of fierce determination. For once, it's her who's sending me off instead of Hisui. I guess it's because she doesn't have to accompany Akiha today. Yeah, probably.
いえ、こっちこそ食が細くてごめんなさい。いつもご迷惑をおかけします。
Kohaku stares at me in silence. For just a moment, her perfectly unchanging eyes reminded me of a machine.
琥珀さん、俺の顔何かついてます？
いえ、そういうわけではないのですが、四季さんのお顔の色が優れないので。
Yeah, we definitely should stay home from school. But no, that's not gonna happen. A pang of dread hits me. Akiha didn't notice anything. But do I actually look that bad? Oh, she noticed! Oh, she noticed!
やっぱりお止めするべきですよね。
I concur.
秋葉様もいらっしゃいますし、四季さんも今日は学校をお休みになられては？
いや、大丈夫。少し体が重いだけ。昨日のことで心配するのはわかるけど、行けるときは学校に行っておきたいし。
Oh, buddy.
もう、そんな優しい顔で言われては、お咎めもできません。わかりました。秋葉様には内緒にしておきます。
I'm pretty sure she could already tell. Again, that look on her face after we had turned away and left the room, that it showed for a few seconds. She 100% could tell. That, or she was worried about whatever she has going on today, but I doubt it. Because she seemed... I don't know.
でも、本当に無理は禁物ですよ。
Yeah, we can't promise anything.
ですね。 今日は早めに帰ってきて休みますから、それで多めに見てください。
Mm-hmm.
はい、おかえり、お待ちしています。
Kohaku sees me off with a smile. It's not that I'm trying to give truth to my lies, but I do think I'll head right home after classes finish. That'll give me some time to rest, as well as the opportunity to reassure Akiha and the others that I'm fine before meeting Arquid. You're right. Fine. Quote unquote. Definitely fine. No issues whatsoever. I'm on my way to school. My limbs still feel stiff as I descend the hill, like I'm wearing someone else's body. I expected this feeling to have passed by now, but I've had no such luck. It feels like I'm still dragging myself through a swamp. I get to the classroom. We're in the middle of the second period. The teacher scolds me for my lateness as I take my seat. Sitting down, I can finally... It's lunch now. Yo, Inui, you here? No, okay, I guess not. Arihiko is absent, which isn't too unusual. But there's another empty seat that draws my attention. Yumizuka's. She's probably absent due to a cold or some other perfectly normal reason. Right. Yeah. Totally normal. For sure. Now what should I do for lunch today? Eat. Yeah, no, obviously. Right. If I don't eat, I won't get any better. Dude, the last 2 days, I've just had, like, phlegm in my throat. I don't know what's going on. If I don't eat, I won't get any better. Except I don't have any appetite at all. Not because I feel sick, but more because I feel like it's lost the ability to function. So there's no need for me to eat. No reason for me to rise from the chair. No energy to expend standing. No excess to waste. The strangest thing is that I accept my new condition without a moment's hesitation. I don't know what is happening, dude. Class is in session. Which class is this? I can't remember what we have for fifth period today. For fifth period today. I see the blackboard. I hear the teacher's voice. But none of it makes sense. The universe and everything within it have become incomprehensible. The letters on the board blur together like smears of paint being washed away. I don't feel so good. The entire classroom is tilted. My sense of balance abandons me. It's like tumbling down a hill. I try to cling to something for dear life, but this world is smooth, featureless. My consciousness slips and twists. I fall from the chair, unable to resist. Like a dropped bowling ball, I hit the floor with a hard, heavy, ugly noise. One of the girls screams. Yeah, no, fair enough. I vaguely register the quickened footsteps of the teacher approaching me. I am no longer conscious, but from somewhere off to the side, I calmly watch the aftermath of my fall. Yeah, having an out-of-body experience is a pretty sure sign of, like, almost dying, isn't it? Like, people say they have stuff like that after almost dying. That's not good. After that, things play out the same way they always do. I passed out from anemia, so I'm carried to the nurse's office, which is where I slumber in one of the beds until I feel better. But by the time it hits 7 in the evening, I'm still running a 38-degree fever, so the school nurse contacts the Tono Mansion to arrange a pickup. It doesn't take long for someone to arrive. Like a shot from a movie, a luxurious black car rolls into the school's parking lot and slows to a halt. The car transports me not to a hospital, but back to the mansion. That makes sense. It's only a fever. My body is heavy, but I'm still fully conscious. The black car drives through the night-filled city, apathetic to the mundanity of the world around it. Okay, interesting. So this is one of the, like, what, 5 dead ends I got in the original? I skipped a lot of the dead ends that people said I could get. This was one of the ones I did get, but this is different. In the original, if this is the dead end that I'm thinking of, in the original, it's Kohaku who came to get us, and we get killed as we're trying to leave the school in the original. But we're actually, we got to the car and are on our way home, which is different. It's just me and the chauffeur. They haven't spoken a word. Fair enough. Tonoshiki sits in the back, fastened in place by his seatbelt. The air is stifling in and outside of the car. This feels more like a hearse, huh? Yeah, I was thinking it, but I think of a joke, but I stopped myself from saying it. Okay, so we got home without incident. Huh. The old mansion comes into view once we cross through the arch of dark trees. I sigh. A combination of wonder and resignation. The mansion still looks like it, just like it did 7 years ago. Every decent castle has a dungeon built into it. Why are you thinking about that, Shiki? A place to keep fearsome things. Evil things. Things that deviate from the norm. All that must be quarantined from the rest of the world. Yeah, well, I'm back.
お話は聞いております。すぐにベッドまでお連れしますので、それまでもうしばらくご辛抱を。
I appreciate it, Hisui. Where's Akiha at? The maid greets me in the lobby. I don't like how he just called her the maid. I just about managed to make it through the front door, but my knees give out soon after and I almost collapse onto the carpet.
危ない。失礼しました。どうぞこちらに。まだ熱があるのですね。遠慮なさらず、私の肩をお使いください。
Okay, this is Kohaku. If she straight up said, by all means, hold on to my shoulder, this is Kohaku. The servant. It's interesting how it's saying the servant and not Hisui from like Shiki's POV. But I guess he's also referring to himself in the third person, so maybe it's not really his POV? The servant manages to catch Tonoshiki just before he falls, and now offers her shoulder to lean on. It's fine. I can still walk at least. But thanks though. I know how much you hate being touched. Which, I mean, I guess it makes sense because we had the episode where we were on the floor and she had to go get Kohaku instead. But the initial thing, which we didn't get, someone said that there was a choice, and I think I just made the wrong one. But apparently there's a choice regarding her slapping us at like near the very beginning of the game. So I missed that somehow. Because in the original, that happens, I think, no matter what. If I'm not mistaken. But, yeah. I reply to her with all the strength I can muster.
確かに苦手です。
Uh-huh.
ですが、今はシキ様の手当てを優先させていただきます。
I still think you're Kohaku.
アキハ様や姉には黙っていますので、どうかお体を私にお預けください。
Yeah, this is Kohaku. Because when it's Hisui, Meridak told me what the tell was for the subtitles in the remake is when it's Hisui, it will say my sister. But when it's Kohaku, she'll say Kohaku. The subtitles will say Kohaku, but I forget what the actual yeah. But yeah, you know, yeah.
シキ様が病気がちなのはシキ様のせいではありません。
Well, I mean, it kind of
甘えていいのです。
It kind of is our fault, technically.
人間、誰だって頼りたいし、頼られたいものなのですから。
Why you being so weird? She softly squeezes my cold hands. Alright, if you insist. Obediently, I follow the gentle voice's instructions. Uh-huh. In me, there exists a desire to be relied on, and to rely on others. Wait. Are we so suggestible because of the vegetable juice? It has to be what it is. Kohaku did her... Anyone... I'm gonna be referencing the original a lot. In the original, Kohaku makes this I think it's a powder that she puts in the food and drinks of specifically Shiki and other Shiki. I don't know if she put it in his breakfast, but because he had that vegetable juice last night, right? She put it in there. That's why he's listening like this. I guess you could think of it as he's just so tired and like dead on his feet that he's listening, but no, I feel like she did something to the vegetable juice. To be protected and to protect. The main reason I think it is because he parroted, yeah, what she said, essentially. Which is odd. To be given life and to give life. It all makes sense now. While they may have opposing directions, they don't contradict one another in the slightest. They encompass cravings we all simultaneously yearn for.
階段を登りますので、ご注意のほどを。
The maid guides me by the hand. Every step causes my surroundings to flicker as I teeter back and forth through existence. Still consumed by this haze, I'll let her lead the way. Huh? This isn't right. We're going the wrong direction. We're headed for the East Wing. The place where Tonoshiki is not permitted to tread. Hey, Kohaku, where we going? Up ahead. Up ahead lies. This is the wrong way. Tonoshiki's voice echoes through the hall. The maid doesn't reply. It isn't just her voice that's missing. The gentle touch of her hands and the familiar presence of her uniform are nowhere to be found. What? I force my unsettled mind to take note of my surroundings. There's no one in the hallway. There's no sound. I can hardly feel anything. And now that I'm actually looking, there's no entrance or exit. Like unwanted junk that no longer serves any purpose. I've been left to gather dust at the back of a massive drawer. What? I collapsed like a building shaken from its foundation. Tonoshiki must have invited the ire of whatever was keeping him alive. The ground feels like a soft cushion. Or perhaps a hard tatami mat woven from grass. As I've lost all sensation in my skin, I won't know the answer until the next time I wake up. Yeah, if you wake up. It all ends with no explanation. Though the truth remains hidden, the curtain still falls. An abrupt conclusion, perfectly suited to Tonoshiki. Hang on a motherfucking second. That's what? Okay, so how much of that was real and how? Wait. I'm so confused. I'm going to assume everything up until Kohaku took our hand was real. And she did something. Because that was 100% Kohaku, right? But how could she, like, lock us away somewhere without Akiha saying anything? Unless Akiha was in on it, but I highly doubt that. So how did... Unless we died right there in the school, but again, it wouldn't... No, there's no way, that's not it. No, Kohaku did something. What? I don't know. Play dubious hint segment number 9? Yes. Because at least the version of that in the original, right? Kohaku comes to get us and we both get killed in the school. As she's leading us out towards the door. That's just... That we know what happens. Yeah, I don't...
これどうなってんのシエルエラこの先作ってないのかにゃ
Yes.
どう考えても悪い選択はしてないしなえ 妹との約束を破った？
Yeah?
でも金髪美少女との約束の方が大事っしょ？これこそ正解ルートのはずにゃんだけど。何を言っているんですか？
I'm so curious what happened there. I don't know.
明葉さんがあれほど心配していたのに出かけてしまうなんて、お兄さん失格です。
Yeah, we're in the wrong. I know.
今まで何度も倒れてきた遠野くんですが、この日の体調不良は特別なものです。半日は休んでいないと回復しない不調ですから、しっかり休んでくださいね。
At least half a day. Okay.
もちろんアルクエイドとの待ち合わせは全然無視して OK です。
Of course we have your permission, of course.
所詮口約束なので法的強制力もなければ違約金も発生しませんしね。
Sure.
そういう問題じゃないんだけどね。心と心の問題にゃんだけどね。でもそういった心のすれ違いが次のロマンスを生み出すのよね。
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
感じる。すぐ近くにデートイベントの気配を感じる。
True, there was in fact a date scene. It already happened, but
あ、シエルにはないんだっけデートイベント。ソーリー、恵まれすぎてソーリ
ー。Wait, okay, spoilers? Like, in the original she didn't because we get interrupted, right? We collapse, I think? Yeah. But I was thinking maybe in this one, she would get a date scene. Arkwin, you just spoiled the game! Or Nekomark, that is.
いえ、その分こちらは夜だけでなく学校で長時間過ごさせていただいているのでお気になさらず。
Okay.
遠野くんとのトーク時間は当社比4対6で私の方が上ですので。
I wouldn't doubt it.
はあ、どうせ長ったらしい教会の設定語りでしょ。
To be fair, you had vampire exposition, so you know.
吸血鬼社会の説明よりはよっぽど短いですよ。
Yeah, see, exactly.
基本的には頼れる先輩と迷える後輩の清らかな男女交際トークです。
Right, yeah. Totally wholesome.
学校なら私も行ったし。不法侵入とかあなたらしいですけどね。
Yeah, you were breaking some laws there, Arkwid. Although CL, you're not. You're technically 23. Like, so at best you would be considered a super senior. So you don't really have much
戦闘ドレス等々着替えもあるし。
True.
あのブローブに即落ちした出だしだけは良かったですね。
Yeah, they're both making good points.
しゃっ。
An explosive ending. Okay. But yeah, no. I was planning on doing all three that I have left. But this went for an hour. I wasn't up until like partway through. I didn't realize it'd be so long. So I'm gonna do this as its own thing, and do Dead Ends 10 and 11 as their own thing. So that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I'm just so curious as to what happens there at the end of that, because again, the original version of that dead end was very different. We die at the school. So I'm just curious as to that whole thing. I'm assuming again that everything up until Kohaku took our hands everything was real and then she did something. Don't know what, but maybe we'll get some more. Well, actually, that'd be interesting. If like that was supposed to be like set up for stuff we learn about her and her route when the second game comes out. That would be interesting. That'd be interesting. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Yeah, so you do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time for. I don't know if I'm gonna do more story or just do Dead Ends 10 and 11 for the next video. We'll see. But yeah, peace.